And I got seventh place at the Indianapolis Regionals. I played Mekk, Sky Striker, and Invoked, and I was just doing my deck profile. Start with the Invoke. I played three Alistairs, obviously the only Invoke monster in the main deck you could play, max them out. For the Mekk cards, I played three Purple Nightfalls, two Blue Skies, one Indigo Eclipse, and one Red Moon. The reason why I added the Red Moon Indigo Eclipse because with Blue Sky, I normally start off with Purple Nightfall, search Blue Sky, and I search either one of those. But if they sometimes have two cards in the columns, I wanted different names other than Purple Nightfall and Indigo Eclipse. So I wanted to add like a Red Moon in there so I could search these two off Blue Sky if they have two cards lined up in the column. That's for the Mekk monsters. And then for the hand traps, I played three Ghost Ogres and three Ash Blossoms. At first, I was just playing three Ash Blossoms, and I was also playing Infinite Impermanence as far as hand trap wise. But I test a lot against Gokis at my locals and stuff like that. And I added the Ghost Ogres to have more interruptions against Gokis when they go first. Alright, and for the spells, I played Sky Strikers, which is three engages. They were my friends. I gave them back to them. I was just borrowing them. Three Hornet Drones and an Afterburner. I added the Afterburner because sometimes when I engage, I run out of targets to search. So I added the Afterburner to have my engages still alive. Alright, and then I played two Magic Meltdowns, two Invocations, and one Book of Law. I've been playing this deck for a minute now, and off my testings, I always open up dead hands when I open up like Terraformer or multiple Meltdowns. So I've lowered the Meltdown ratio down, and still I only played two Terraformers in that, for that example as well, because I opened up multiple Terraformers, which I didn't like. I didn't want to have dead hands, so I lowered the ratio of Terraformers, Meltdowns, and then Invocations also dead draws. But I played Pot of Desires as well, so that's why I kept it up from one, and I went up to two. Normally my line of play is Alistair, get the Alistair search, and then play Pot, so I have at least one Invocations. I don't have to worry about banishing both of them. And then I played a Book of Law because the new Invoked Madness came out, and you could search Book of Law with that, so I put Book of Law in there. And then more spells. I play Call by the Great to stop hand traps for my searches. Two mind controls to take people's monsters, and you can also line them up in column for your Magnites. And one memories. To be honest with you, with memories, I didn't really see it a lot in testing. I like this going first because you could set it and have like a play on your opponent's turn, especially some Purple Nightfall, and get that going. But to be honest with you, I'm playing 41 cards, and this is the 41 card I added. I might take it out just to keep it at 40, but I don't know. I still gonna play with the deck and see how it goes. But I didn't really see it, so I don't really have an opinion on that. All right, that's the main deck. Like I said, it's 41. Going with this extra deck. I played, like I said, Sky Striker, so I played two Kagaris, one Shizuku, and one Hayate. I was just playing one Shizuku, one Hayate. I added another, not Hayate, but Kagari. I added another Kagari, and I added Hayate, because Hayate could attack, obviously, at send engage, and then you could go Kagari. But sometimes I would have a Horny Drones, and I wanted to be able to go to Kagari to add an engage or Horny Drones again. And with the new invoked link monster that you could just link him up, summon him with just Horny Drones tokens, I always wanted to have that line of play, so that's why I played that ratio. I played a new generic link that came out the structure deck. Never went into him, but he's a light and he's generic, so I played him. The Mekk link too, and then the Alistair, the Invoker of Madness. This card was so good. I'm going to him, Fuse, Search, Book of Law, and OTK people just from him by himself. Also, the link to I played was Uncard Taker. I never even summoned this card either. For Nightmares, I played Phoenix and Unicorn, easy generic ones, pop back rows, and then shuffle back rows. Also played Borosaur, which is OTK by himself. He won me 3 or 4 of my matches all day. Really good. And then the fusion cards I played with Vogue was 2 Macabras, 1 Perpetrio, and then 1 Raijin. At first, I was just playing these 3, and then I switched where I was playing 2 Perpetриos, and then I took the Perpetrio out to go Raijin, so I have more flexibility with the Book of Law to fuse different attributes with the Book of Law. Alright, that's the extra deck. Alright, and then side deck, I played 3 Phoenix Fiend, 3 share rides, 3 twin twisters, 3 evening matches, 2 rare reboots, and 1 secrets. I will side secrets in when I go when I think my opponent's gonna make me go first. So when I go into the mekk night guy, I can search and have a stun aspect on going into my board. I share rides for Gokis or any main decks that like add or search a lot. Evenly match for Alta Guys and True Dracos. Rare reboot in that same example. Penny's Fiend for whenever people made me go first and they special summon a lot. I would just go Hornet Drones, get Gagari, add the Hornet Drones, and then tribute it off for Vandy's Fiend and just wall up like that. And then obviously Twin Twisters for back row heavy, Alta Guys, True Dracos, the anti spells and period order type of the cards.
Well, the thing is, this is 4x.
Alright, that's the side deck, 15 cards, obviously. Alright, and then for my regionals, it was 300 players or 280 plus players, so I just round up to 300. They was giving invites to top 32. I showed up to the regionals late, so I had a round 1 match loss, and then I proceeded to win out. I went X1 for the regionals and got 7th place. First round, like I said, I didn't show up, so I had no match. Second round was Ancient Gear Sky Strikers, random. Didn't even side for that matchup. 2-0'd him. Round 3 was Tricksters, 2-0'd him. Alta Guys, 2-0'd him. Round 5 was Gokis. Game 1, I ogred his Summon Sorcerers, and he was left on board with a Goblin and a Headbat. He already used Goki Rematch, so I knew he had no other extenders after that. And then I went off. He had no hand traps. I killed him. And then game 2, I had Infinite Impermanence for his Isolde after he used Aqua Dolphin, pitched Ash Blossom. I had no hand trap but the Impermanence, so I lost no cards. He was left with 2 cards in his hand. He went into Isolde, I Impermanence it. He passed turn. Round 6 was Trickster invoked, and he main deck double summon, so he go Candina, search Likers bounce Candina off, and then he played double summon, got Alistair, and he would like make a Macabre with the burn aspect, and he has a control aspect with the invoked. It was pretty cool. 2-0'd him though. Round 7, play Spirals. I 2-0'd him. Game 2, he used Resort. He banished. I had Macabre and a Purple Nightfall. He baited out my Macabre negate. Used Resort. Search Quick Fix. Banished a spell from the graveyard. Special Quick Fix. Search Drone. I had Ogre in my hand. If he didn't activate Drone, he would have got. He would have been able to go heal his. He called a card right. He already knew what was on top of my deck. He would have called a card right, got a sleeper, and been able to break my board. But since he activated Drone, I ogred it, and he had no other place, and he lost because of that. And then round 8 was Dinos. We went to game 3. He bricked. He made me go first game 1. Went nuts on board. I went game 2. I made him go first. I won, and then game 3, he decided to go first, and he just bricked. He opened up with 2 call battle grades, a hand trap, and he just didn't make no board, and I was able to pop back rows and not even do anything to where a call battle grade could have hurt me. So, yep, that's the regional. I won 7-1. The only thing beat me was me not showing up on time. Thanks.